Hello, my name is Ellis. I am a youth that studies, not study, not much. I mostly play games, but I I pray. I go to church to pray sometimes. I sometimes read the Bible. Actually, most of the time. I also study economics once in a while. Now, let's get to some random verses we might study and then learn about. Let's go. I just spin the Bible at this point, and then we landed at Ephesians 6, 1 to 4. Verses 1 to 4. Children, is it your Christian duties to obey your parents, for this is the right thing to do. Respect your father and mother as the first commandment that has promised added, so that all may go well with you, and you may live a long time in the land. Parents, do not treat your children, in such a way as to make them angry. Instead, raise them in the Christian discipline and instructions. Now, let's do some breakdowns here. In these verses, we as children must obey our parents as we do to God. If we disobey our parents, we sometimes feel a pang. Whenever you disrespect or not follow the rules of your parents, or they see you disrespecting in a way, you feel a pang of guilt in you. Sometimes parents are always with us. They help us learn and they help us strive for our lives. They're the building block of us. They build us to become what we are today. And once we reach teenagers, we will become the same parents that the parents teach us. And since the parents teach us, this will lead to chapter 4, which it says, parents, do not treat your children as make them angry, which means that, let's say a parent beats their child, doesn't mean it doesn't only mean they can be angry, but also can mean that they can be depressed, or they feel strained away from their families. And the other part, it says that instead of that, we must raise them in the Christian discipline and instruction, which means we have to learn, let them be disciplined. We must raise them in the Christian morals of God. From the Ten Commandments to Jesus' teachings, we must teach our children to be like that, because Jesus started what is morality in a way. He teaches almost everything at this point. At this point, the Bible is basically the one truth of everything we have in modern law and society as a whole. So let's go back. Let's go back to the. Let's separate one part: the children and the parents. Let's go start with the children. That says here again that we must respect our fathers and mothers, as the first commandment says, meant that has been promised added, so that all may go well with you and you may live a long time in the land. So that means if you live in obedience to your parents, that means you will live a long and happy life. I mean, there will be problems, but overall, you'll be living a good life. Now, for the parent side, they're the ones who will make that happy life happen for their child. Give them everything what they need and want in life. Sorry, that was a coin. And this life that they have given to their child, that child will use when they become a parent themselves, will use from their parents to use that teachings to teach their child. It's a cycle. It's how it works. Just just sometimes, there's many parents who abuse their children. They don't want children. I mean, there's abortion. It's a stupid option, not gonna lie. Ruins the moral aspect of life, really. In short, if you are a parent, Teach your child some good things and discipline and teachings. As for the child who's watching this video right now, or teenager most likely, respect your parents with obedience. Respect them, for they have raised you and taken care of you. Even if they are bad, even if they shout at you, shouting sometimes means love. Sometimes that means to warn them from what they will have to do. Stay tuned, my lads.